describe what he's done for this team, what he needs for this team?
I mean, he means a lot to this team. I think, I've been around him in college. I've been around him early in his career on the Jets, and I think as soon as I seen him in the building here, I just seen a different guy. I think I just seen a dedicated guy. He's dedicated to his craft, dedicated to the work, dedicated to his organization, and I think he's just a special leader on this team.
How different is he from the Jet days? Obviously, more experience, but in other ways, how different is he?
I mean, I think we're both very different. I think, for each guys that much, now I'm a veteran. I kind of can understand like what guys are going through. I could be more a leader in that, in that space where I can see what's going on in the locker room. Where, when he first got to the Jets, I was still young as well, so it was harder for me to pay attention to what other guys were doing.
Eight quarters, no touchdowns against the 49ers. What did you do today?
I mean, this defense is amazing. It's fun to play with them. Mike has this slogan, loose and focus, that he's been, instilling in this team since day one he got here. And I think that's really what has allowed this team to play so free, play so fast. And I think we just believe in one another. We trust in one another. And, regardless of where we're at on the field, when we take the field, I think we trust in ourselves. We trust in the guy next to us, and we get the job done. And it's amazing to not let them score.
Your fourth down sack, you took a straight line. Did you know that was going to be a pocket pass, or why were you so decisive on the snap?
I got to give a shout out to the rookie, Gray Zabel, actually. He's a smart kid. Since camp, since OTAs, we've been going back and forth, communicating, giving each other tips on what works, what doesn't work, and sometimes it's good to get insight from a guy on the other side of the ball. And he said to me at one point that, he can tell I was getting the center slide into me a lot. And he's like, hey, why are you taking that inside move when the slide is coming to you? You should just try to burn the B gap. So that whole drive, I was just taking off, trying to burn the B gap, and it worked.
Did you thank him on the sideline after the play?
Yeah, I went up to him and thanked him for sure.
How rare is it to have a situation like that with a rookie where things go full circle? Like you were the one giving him advice during training camp, and now you're leaning on the rook as if he's the season.
Yeah, it's funny because even D-Law tried to give me crap about it on the sideline. He's like, what, like a vet learning from a rookie? But that goes back to another thing that Coach Mike talks about is like old school principles, new school methods, and I'm just like, I'm not. I'm not above myself enough to take advice from someone, and I think that's how this team is. If somebody has some good insight, I think we're all willing to learn from each other, willing to grow. It doesn't matter what year I am. I think, I'm learning from a young guy that, the game is changing, always adapting. I learned a slogan a long time ago when I was young, adapt or die, and it's like, that's how this game is. You got to always adapt.
You see, this is the third youngest team in the NFL. How did you see Coach McDonald and the staff and you guys, the vets, project the message to these young guys coming to this game where they haven't had a playoff experience to be able to go out and play loose and be able to play the way they did tonight?
Yeah, I think we just have a great balance of young players and also like veteran players. And then I also think that what got us to this position in the first place is taking it day by day, taking it game by game. And, I heard so many people at different times saying the same message that this is just another game. If you make the moment too big or too little, then that's bad for us. And I think we've been doing that all season.
Jones had 2 more turnovers in this game, 5 interceptions during this season. What's he meant to this defense since he got here last year?
He's just a weapon. I think since he got here in the middle of the season last year, our run game drastically changed. He's just a vocal leader on the defense, and then he's also, I don't know how many takeaways he's gotten this season, but those are like game-changing plays, and, he's stepped up big time today.
How complete does this team feel? You guys get it done in all 3 phases in this game. You guys have been doing that for a while. How complete does the team feel like?
Today I would say was one of our most complete games for sure. She's starting the game off like that, setting the tone, scoring on special teams, defense out there getting a stop, offense, capitalizing on that and scoring. And, I think teams talk about this all the time, especially going into, starting the season and camp and things like that. You want to be a complete team that can win on all 3 phases. And I think this is truly one of the only times I've ever been on a team where we are good on all 3 phases.
John Schneider's never been executive of the year. You were one of the players that came over here at the trade deadline acquisition. Ernest Jones and now Rashid Shaheed. Get to see all of you guys go out there and make big plays tonight. What does that say about just the roster construction here with all the young talent you guys have, and then being able to push all those buttons here to help you guys reach at this point?
I mean, utmost respect to John Schneider. I feel like he has done a great job of bringing in the right personnel, not just talent-wise, but personality-wise, which has helped create that family identity. And I think that's the type of vibe like he gives off as well, him and his wife. And, I think they do a great job of making it feel like family here, and it makes everyone feel comfortable. It helps us lean into that loose and focused vibe where it's fun to go to work. You know what I mean? Like, I've been in places where, you're kind of like, have to drag yourself out of bed to go to work. It's kind of hard sometimes. Here it's like we love being around each other.
What's in the briefcase anyway?
What's that?
The briefcase. What do you got?
Oh, this is the dark side game plan right here.
You read about the dark side this week. Legion of Boom was the last defense right here to have a nickname. There were some of those guys here. Sherman's here, Cam, some other guys. Does it mean anything for you guys to kind of be carrying the torch, I guess, for lack of a better term there on defense?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think we all, everyone in this organization, has so much respect for that, for that group, that defense, Legion of Boom. But we were so hyped to see some Darth Vader guy out there today on the screen, and we're like, okay, we're finally getting our credit. We've been talking about the dark side. We've been showing up, not just talking about it. We've been proving it as well. And especially in a big game like this, we showed out.
Anything else? Thank you, Leo.
Yep. Thank you.